Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new. In today's video, I'm going to share with you guys 6 products that I think are pretty hyped up that I wish I had not purchased. Some of these I think boil down to personal preference, but other ones I just think are really not worth the money in general. There might be a better alternative to these products, or else I think you might be able to just skip them in your routine entirely. So let's chat about those. The one that really made me want to film this video, I'm kind of bummed about, but it's this eye brightener from Rare Beauty. I went back and forth about purchasing this and I wanted it so badly, so I finally picked it up. I feel like this is such a hyped product right now. I just don't like it. I don't know. I love the packaging of it. I really like how simple it is and how it has a flat side so it doesn't roll off of my vanity, but I don't understand what is so great about this. Maybe if you really light coverage makeup, but the applicator itself is a metal tip applicator. This is all of the product that comes out on the applicator. And actually this looks like a lot compared to normal, I feel like, but I feel like it just has no product that comes out on it. So I feel like I'm dipping into the component like 2 different times per eye. It blends in to, I feel like nothing on the under eye. And then I understand it's not supposed to be a concealer. It's like an under eye sort of product. So you can use this underneath your concealer as a brightener. I just don't really find that it does that. Maybe it's not bright enough for my fair skin. I'm not really sure like what it is that doesn't work out for me, but I just feel like it's a waste of time to apply it, unfortunately. I'm still gonna try and use it, but I don't see myself using this up, to be honest, just because I just don't reach for it enough. I just feel like it's not necessary. I don't know, maybe there's some sort of trick that I haven't figured out yet. It just doesn't really work for me. I have some really good products from Rare Beauty, but I feel like I've just had some misses, and you're gonna see the brand repeated in this video actually. So I don't know, maybe it just didn't work out for me, but I still really love the brand. I love what they stand for, and I'm a very big fan of Selena Gomez, but just to be honest, this product just, I wish I would have saved my money on it. Okay, this one I think is pretty common. I've got it upside down because I'm about to depot the product out of this one, but this is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I'm gonna talk about it upside down because I'm actually filming that video right when I get done with this one. So if it's not up yet, stay tuned because I'm going to be repackaging my product that I have left in this because I don't like the packaging. So the wording and like the whole logo and everything wears off of this packaging pretty quickly. Mine has looked like this for quite a while. Most of the people that I see talk about this product in their videos, it's empty. Like the outside of the packaging is just totally blank. There's no words on it. Like mine actually has a lot more, I feel like, than most people's, but this product is over $40 and I just feel like the packaging should be better. On top of that, when you actually take the doe foot out of the product, you can't really scrape the last bit of it out. So I'm pretty close to being done with this, I think, but that's why I'm going to be putting it in different packaging. So it's just kind of annoying. And then on top of the packaging, I feel like the formula itself is just so overhyped. I don't get it. This is another one that I really wanted to pick up, and now that I have it, I just feel like I could do without it. And my favorite replacement for this one is the Burt's Bees Liquid Illuminizer. It's called the Luminizer. I have mine in the shade Starlight, I believe. It's a more pink tone. They do have other shades, but I find that the glow that that one gives my skin is a lot prettier than this one. It's so much more affordable. The packaging on that one is, I like that it's a squeezy tube, but it's not that great because the little tip is starting to break off. So I'm actually going to be repackaging that one too. But with it being 1/4 of the price of this, I honestly don't mind that. And I'm kind of more willing to put it into another packaging component when or if that breaks. I could still use it, but this one being over $40, I just don't want packaging that I don't like. So I think there's so many alternatives out for this. I know e.l.f. has a dupe for it. There's so many brands that have alternatives or dupes for it even. So I just think that this is really too overhyped. This is way too overhyped, and I wish I did not spend my 40-something dollars on it. And I should have got the mini. I should have gotten the mini, but I thought I was gonna love it. So I thought it was worth it to get the full size because the value per ounce was better, but the value for my wallet would have been better spending the $15 on the mini size, unfortunately. I told you guys that Rare Beauty would be mentioned in this video again, so I'm gonna go ahead and mention the next 2 products together. I recently picked these up and I feel like everyone is loving these, but I have really dry lips and I think that that's kind of playing a part into why I don't like these very much, but I just don't like how they look on my lips together. So the lip liner I do like more than the lipstick. So it's a lip liner and a lipstick. I've got them in the same shade. I picked up the shade Talented in both products. So the Talented lipstick is a matte lipstick. And I know you might be thinking that if I have dry lips, I probably shouldn't have purchased a matte lipstick, but I do have matte bullet lipsticks that I really like, especially in more nude or neutral colors that work out for me a lot better. But this one just looks so crepey and cracked on my lips. I just really don't like it. It just doesn't look that good on me. I really do like the packaging though, how it kind of like pushes out. It feels very luxe and expensive, but I just wish it worked better for me. So here's the swatch of the lipstick in the shade Talented anyways. Of course, like I said, the lip liner is the same. And is my lip liner packaging broken? No? Okay. So it is a twist one. My twist wasn't working at first, but it's working now. So that's fine. So like I said, the lip liner I think is better than the lipstick for my lips at least. But for some reason, when I wear these together, I just don't think it looks good. So I've been enjoying wearing them separately. I've been wearing this lip liner with just various lipsticks and lip glosses, and I like it okay like that. But I was a little bit disappointed in this one as much. I would say out of everything in this video, I like this one the best. So it's like the least disappointing, or I wish I'm like okay that I purchased this one, but I think I could have skipped it, I guess. But I don't think it's a bad product. I just wouldn't really recommend picking up the lip liner and the lipstick together. The lipstick, however, doesn't really work out for me. I think it's okay. I honestly thought about returning it, but I just hate to return makeup if it's like personal preference. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a very, very matte lipstick, and it looks drying and matte on my lips. So it just doesn't look like a comfortable matte, unfortunately. But if I exfoliate my lips and wear a chapstick while I do the rest of my makeup, and then I apply this and then put a gloss on top, it's okay. But that's just a lot of maintenance for a bullet lipstick. So as much as I wanted to love this one, it's just not my favorite. And for some reason, the combo of these, which you'd think they're like meant for each other, they would look great, I thought it looked awful on my lips. So just a little bit of a bummer with that one. And I feel like these are very hyped, and maybe they just, I don't know if they have a lipstick formula that's like a satin. I would be willing to try that, or a shine formula, because I think it's just that their matte formula is just too dry for my dry lips. And my lips aren't like excessively dry, especially this time of year since it's not the winter. So they're not like, you know, hopeless for a matte lipstick. They just are on the more dry side versus not. So I do like to mention that because it might just be a me problem. But if you have any kind of dryness on your lips, I don't think that this lipstick is going to be your favorite. That's all of Rare Beauty products, but another really expensive product, kind of like the Charlotte Tilbury one. This one's so hyped. So this is the Patrick Ta bronzer duo. I love the blush duo. You guys know the She's So LA blush duo is a favorite blush of mine, but I have the bronzer duo in She's Statuesque, and I think this is the lightest one, or I was gonna say maybe the second lightest one. I'm pretty sure it's the lightest one. So this isn't bad, but I just feel like I have cream bronzers I like better, and I have powder bronzers that I like better. So this one to me is just a little bit overhyped. I do still enjoy it, but between this and the blush, I love the blush, and this is just kind of okay. It gets forgotten in my collection, which I don't like for especially expensive products to be forgotten in my collection. So it's a little bit of a bummer, but I just feel like this one is a product where everyone hyped it up, and I even liked it when I first tried it. And it's not to say that I hate it now. I don't really hate any of these products. Some of them just don't really work very well for me. This one I think is a fine formula. I think it's really nice. It just boils down to personal preference on this one. And especially with the expensive price tag of, I think, over $50. It's around the $50 mark, I'm pretty sure. I'll put the price on the screen here because I can't remember off the top of my head. I've had this for a while, but for that expensive price tag, I mean, you could buy a really nice eyeshadow palette for that price, and I would have rather done that. So I don't know, it's just not my favorite. I feel like I could have saved my money on this and picked up something else, or I even could have picked up two separate products, a cream and a powder, and potentially been a lot happier than I was with this one, unfortunately. But I do want to try another shade of the blush. I'm really trying to not do that since I love the one I have. Okay, the last product is one that I hesitate to put in this video, so I'm gonna put a little caveat on it that maybe this was a me problem, because you build it online. And the reason that I hate to put this in this video is because it's an indie brand. So I really don't like to give negative reviews on indie brands. I'm gonna give you my honest review, but I guess it's not like my first pick to hate or give negative, I don't hate it, but like to give negative feedback on a small business. That being said, there's not anything wrong with this product. So I just want to put that out there. But this is from Lethal Cosmetics and it's the custom palette. I just wish I would have skipped this one for myself because I don't know if it was just me. I don't know. But I felt like some of these shades didn't turn out like I thought they were going to online. And looking back on them, like I can kind of see now how they looked. But it's just not like my perfect formula. It's a really great formula and I know a lot of people really love this one, and I would not be opposed to purchasing a pre-made palette from them, but I'm not going to be picking up any more single shades to like customize this anymore. I thought about doing that, but I think that's kind of like going down a rabbit hole with this, because if I purchase one and then it ends up looking different than I thought, it gets really expensive because their shadows are not cheap. You know, they're buying a single shadow and then the shipping and all that's pretty expensive when it adds up. So this palette cost me like $80 or something like that. I ended up also purchasing this shade separate, and I originally purchased another shade. So I have one additional shade versus what you're seeing right now, but I just don't reach for this. And one of the main shades that's different, which here's a closer look, it's really pretty. And maybe I could have just chosen different shades, but especially this shade right here is like a baby yellow type shade. And I thought it was going to be more of just like a nice light gold. This is like a very, very pastel yellow. And I don't know. I feel like it didn't look like that on the website, but like I'm saying, it really could have just been me, because I do feel like a lot of these shades do look true to color. I also thought that this shade here was lighter. This is one of the most exciting shades to me on the site, and it's just so deep in person versus what I thought it looked like online. I don't know. Their shimmer shades are also, I don't know how to describe them. They're like almost chalky. They're like a really soft pigment. Like they're soft in their way that they're formulated, and the actual formula feels like it's very loosely and softly pressed. It's almost like a powder consistency. It's a little bit odd for what I'm used to. I will say that when I blend it out like this on my finger, I think it looks so nice. And so maybe I just need to play around with the formula some more, because if you can see here like how chunky and loose this yellow color looks versus like how reflective the pink one is when it's a little bit more spread out, I think that might like help me like it a little bit better. I want to try this one more, but just for me and my preferences, I kind of wish I had just skipped this one altogether, because it is really pricey and I'm not as in love with it as I'd hoped I would have been. Like I said, I just really hate to leave something so negative about a small business and an indie brand like this. I think it's a really good brand still, and I know a lot of people really love the formula, so take my opinion with a grain of salt, but this one just didn't work out for me, unfortunately, and I kind of wish I had skipped it and saved some money. So those are the 6 products that are really hyped up in my opinion that I wish that I would have skipped in my collection. Like I said, they're really not bad products. They're just really didn't work out for me. So those are the products, and I feel like I have so many more that I've tried. I could probably do a part 2 or even a part 3 on this. So if you want to see some more products that I wish I had skipped and I probably shouldn't have brought into my collection, let me know and I'll be glad to film that for you guys. But thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below if there's any products that you feel this way about, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.